Okay, today class we are going to be building a list as well as some links and some images here. So let's start out with the list. The list is pretty easy to do. It's not too difficult. So how we are going to do a list, there are two types. We have ordered and unordered. So let's start with an unordered list. Just as you would expect, unordered list starts with a U for unordered. We're going to do a opening Waka Waka UL, closing Waka Waka, and then let's come down and close out our list, okay? So everything within these two UL tags is part of the list, and then how we signify a list element is we do an LI. So let's do LI here, and then let's close out our LI. Okay, so these are how we signify list elements with LI, and then let's add something to the list. So these are my favorite drinks, so let's do a Mountain Dew. Okay, and then let's do another one, which is an LI. Let's do Dr. Pepper. Okay, \li. And let's do another one here, and let's do it as Coke. Okay, \li. Alrighty, and now it's running there. So in my favorite drinks, we now can see that we have an unordered list, which is bullet points, all within this UL tag. If I were to get rid of this UL tag, the list would still work, okay? But if I was to type something down here, let's say I did a P tag and I don't have my closing tag, help, I don't have a home, okay? So if I were to do something like this and I closed out my P tag, just to show you guys a broken spot, notice how that this is indented almost as if it's part of the list, but let's close out my list now. Close that out like we were supposed to, and now my paragraph is properly formatted. So that is how we are going to do unordered lists here. The only difference between an unordered list and a ordered list is instead of UL, you do an OL. So let's do an OL here. In the OL and OL. Okay, and then this one is now ordered, whereas this one is not. And that is how we are going to do lists. So now let's take a look at how we are going to do images. So how we do images are we're going to come over here, and images are started and ended all within a single curly brace. There is no opening and closing tags. So we do an IMG, and then you need for image, and then you do an SRC for source, equal sign, and then quotation marks, and then you're going to put your source in there, okay? So in here, I've already uploaded a couple files. Mine's called drive image.jfij, but notice how they're nested under this image folder. So how I'm going to access that is I'm going to do img / so I was in the folder, now I'm nested in the folder, and do a drive img.jfif. Give it a good old-fashioned run, and now I have an image in here. So how we uploaded this image, I'll kind of show you. You just come up here, click on this bad boy here, and then just hit upload file, scroll down to that image, and right there, and then you just hit open. And then it'll come up here, and there you go. So now we know how to do images. Let's look up how to do images from the internet. So this was from something we uploaded. Let's just look up something from the random internet now. So let's just go to google.com, okay? And I want to look up just a picture of Google. Okay. So I Googled Google. Yeah, it sounds dumb, but let's click on images. Oh, this is a good picture of Google, so I'm going to right-click on it. And then do you see where it says copy image address? That's what we want. You want to copy the image address. Come back over here to our code. And we are going to do this here. If I can type, another IMG, SRC, equal sign, and then the quotation marks, we're going to paste what we copied. Now, if you give that a good old-fashioned run, you see our Google here. Awesome. Now, the last thing we need to go over are links. So how we do a link is we do a tag, okay? And then we do what's called an href, equal sign, quotation mark, and then wherever we want it to go. And I want this to go to google.com, okay? And then I need to close this out by typing in Google right here, and then I have to close out my anchor tag. So images are all within the first opening tag, whereas links are like paragraphs. Some of the information is within the opening tag, but they still need a closing tag. So let's give her a run here. Now I have a Google. Let's open this in a new page to see. If I click on Google, oh, google.com didn't work. So let's do www.google.com. Give that a rerun here. Let's refresh our page. And if I click on Google, okay. Why are you not running for me? All right. And that is the correct syntax. All right. I just want to make sure my syntax is correct. href equal sign www.google.com. It might be because we don't have our HTTPS. Okay. Now, let's rerun it. Okay. We just had to run the HTTPS. Okay. Sorry about that. So now we can go to google.com and we have a way to do that. But what if I wanted this image up here to be a link? So basically what we're going to do is we're just going to have this link here. And then instead of just typing in Google here, we're going to copy all of this image, Control-C. We're going to delete all of that. And now if I hit rerun and I click on my picture of Google, it should take us to Google. It doesn't like to do it within the preview window, so let's go back to our normal window. If I click on this new picture of Google, it takes me to google.com. So that's awesome. And that should be it for the day. I've taught you quite a bit, so go ahead and give this a watch, and thank you.